Bro, Twitch is in flames right now. That's crazy. Twitch kind of just needs to shut down at this point. I feel like another day, another time. We on the grind. Welcome back, thoughts. Today we're gonna be going over this Twitch drama. I've heard about it briefly on Twitter, but I don't know. Apparently it's a turn of events. Okay, so I think gambling's banned right now, but I think it's only banned because of some other shit that happened. Apparently, it's a cover up shit. So we're gonna dive into that. I don't know. So we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna start with the gambling though. So yeah, we got to go to my man, Penguin Z, with the info because this man knows all.
Never get, I suppose. So overall, I just thought it'd be helpful to be like an almanac here, a little guide to help you navigate through this wild web of wackiness that's been going on Twitch with this crazy soap opera.
Appreciate that, man.
So I'm gonna try and enter into a flow state here and explain it all as best and as quickly as I can. So I'm gonna try and really tap into the avatar state here to drive home all of the important stuff happening there. So let's take it from the top. This story starts with an event called Shit Camp. It's the follow-up to an event that QT Cinderella hosted last year where a lot of big streamers came together and did a lot of really fun IRL content together, and it was just a really memorable, really positive experience. So this year QT Cinderella was putting on the sequel, Shit Camp 2022. And unfortunately, before the event even began, it was plagued by a bit of controversy because the biggest streamer in the world, XQC, had already said he'd be attending, he'd be going to Shit Camp this year as well, but last second decided not to without informing QT Cinderella beforehand. He didn't give prior notice that he wasn't going to be going, so it caught her as well as a lot of people off guard.
Oh wow, kind of a dickhead move.
Give my take on this because this is kind of where blood started boiling a bit. This was the first bit of drama to start this incredibly apocalyptic week off. I'm just gonna play a clip from my stream where I briefly talk about it because I don't want to just plagiarize my own stream here, so I might as well just play the clip where I already talked about this. So it all started with Shit Camp. It all started with XQC
back to Shit Camp.
Not going to Shit Camp and not telling anyone that he wasn't going until it happened. Which is very standard for XQC. Usually he'll say yes to anything he's invited to, but then not show up, but he doesn't tell anyone. For Creator Clash, iDubbbz didn't know he wasn't coming until the day that the event happened. He's not good at communicating. There's nothing wrong with not going. I just think he needs to be better at communicating.
Yeah, I don't know why you can't say that, but okay.
I really think he just doesn't think to do it.
What the fuck?
Wait. Okay, now you can't tell me that you are literally going to an event and then literally wait until the day of and just be like, oh yeah, man, I forgot about it. Completely slipped my nah, bro. You should know. You should have a planner. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You can't be just not showing up on the day of. You know what I'm saying? You should. I don't know. That just seems. If it happens once or something, okay, it happens. You know what I mean? But this is multiple times. You're telling me. You know what I mean? It's kind of fucked up. I feel like. But hey, I don't know. That's just me.
You spin it as a malicious thing. I don't get that impression. I really just think he is so focused on stream and content that things like checking in with people, updating people, he doesn't even think to do.
Or he doesn't care about.
Point comes across his mind. Now, this event on its own was a big controversy, but it wasn't a massive one. It was frustrating to QT Cinderella and organizing the Shit Camp. But overall, I think everyone walked away from the situation still on decent terms with one. That ended in an absolutely cataclysmic disaster for streamers, and it can all be traced back to one single event that happened at Shit Camp that was nobody's fault, just a pure, innocent accident, a force of nature that no one could have stopped. E-Rob. E-Rob is another big streamer, and E-Rob attended Shit Camp. E-Rob made a joking threat to one of his longtime viewers in a chat. I believe it was offline chat. E-Rob made a joke about beating him up at TwitchCon. And Twitch banned E-Rob for this. He got a 7-day ban for joking with one of his viewers about beating his ass. And then Twitch eventually revisited this ban not long after issuing it, and they decided to increase the duration from 7 days to 30 days. E-Rob received a 30-day ban for joking with one of his viewers about beating them up at TwitchCon.
Twitch is weird.
And that's where everything went to shit. That's where we shifted to a different dimension of pure darkness, sadness, and filth. You know, our entire
What?
timeline shifted from this one event. E-Rob's unjustified banning over nothing. This was the catalyst for all of the shit that's been going on Twitch right now.
Yeah.
So shortly after E-Rob's ban, there was a very public breakup between XQC and his longtime girlfriend, Adept. The two of them then went even more public with information around the breakup, even arguing in a Discord call while being streamed in front of
What?
120,000 viewers. all
Bro, that's
waiting
actually kind of nuts.
for new, juicy, spicy drama. There was a lot of very private, personal stuff that was revealed, and it was a big deal for about 8 hours until the next bomb on Twitch dropped, which was Slicker.
Okay, so this part of the video was about the whole Slicker thing, I think his name was. He really didn't talk about it as much, so I'm gonna go watch that video that he just showed so I can get a more in-depth like analysis and explain my opinion more, because I didn't say anything about it in this part of the video. I do talk about the gambling later, but yeah, just wanted to say that. Definitely gonna go in deeper analysis for that topic later.
All ties back to Twitch allowing gambling on their platform. So then it became a big movement on Twitter with, you know, the hashtag Twitch ban gambling, and a lot of people giving a lot of takes on, you know, the proper way of handling gambling on live streams. And this started a war because there's a lot of popular streamers that do gambling. So then
Yeah.
a lot of those streamers were feuding with streamers that were vocal against gambling, and they were clashing on Twitter all night. And then about 6 hours after that, we had another fucking massive bombshell drop with a
What the
different piece
fuck?
of drama outside of like the normal streamer category. This is chess. I made a whole video about the chess cheating scandal that's going on right now with the anal bead cheating hypothesis. This had a new development. To break that down, a chess grandmaster named Hans Niemann beat Magnus Carlsen, the #1 chess player in the world, in a shocking upset, and Magnus Carlsen withdrew from the tournament that he lost to Hans in and insinuated Hans may have cheated. So then speculation ran wild, and eventually people started to wonder, did Hans Niemann cheat by using a chess bot programmed into a pair of anal beads or a butt plug? So that's been like the big chess drama.
What the fuck?
Fuck it. 12 for gambling. In their statement, they said they're making an update to their policy effective October 18th that'll prohibit the streaming of gambling sites that include slots, roulette, or dice games that aren't licensed either in the US or other jurisdictions that provide sufficient consumer protection. These sites include Stake.com, Rollbit, Duelbit, Roobet. However, we may identify others as we move forward. We will continue to allow websites that focus on sports betting, fantasy sports, and poker. So, for those that don't know, gambling on Twitch has been an absolutely massive category for quite some time now. Specifically,
This is
that's
nuts.
where most of all of the gambling streams take place, in the slots category. And the biggest sponsor of gambling streams on Twitch is Stake.com.
Yeah.
The fact that Twitch put Stake.com in their statement by name is huge. They are paying millions upon millions of dollars for streamers to gamble on their site. They have so much sponsorship money that they've tossed around on Twitch, and the fact that they are now prohibited immediately cuts that entire thing off. I truly never thought Twitch would outright ban gambling like that. Now, of course, they did allow exceptions for like poker, sports betting, and fantasy sports, but I genuinely never thought that they would cut off slots, roulette, and everything there. That is a wild, big dick move there that is going to cause at least a month worth of controversy on the platform, because there is a lot of
Money.
gambling streamers that just
Money.
lost
Money.
massive amounts of money from
Yeah.
their Stake.com sponsorship deal, as well as just content, because streaming slots for a lot of streamers was the main source of their content for a while now. So that's just going to be a huge change for a lot of people on there, not only streamers but viewers, because there's a ton of viewers that only watch gambling content. So that whole situation there, that's a game changer. So it has been a fucking crazy week on Twitch. It's fucking wild. Hopefully this caught all of you up to speed. I gave you like the bare bones essentials to every story that's been going on.
Not shut down or rebrand or something, you know what I mean? It just feels like every other time, bro, like every other year, they're always in some sort of controversy. Like it's always evolving. You know what I'm saying? So it's like nuts that you have all this stuff going on, all these big streamers that are like making all this money, you know, like all this drama going on. And I feel like to avert from the drama, you're just gonna ban gambling out of nowhere. You know what I mean? It's almost like you had this trap card that like, or not trap card, but you had this like this ace in your sleeve, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, oh, if we ever get in trouble, it's almost like, oh, we're gonna ban this. You know what I mean? It's almost like they take notes on different things that they know people don't like, and then when the time comes to like drop that bomb, it's like, okay, cool, like we're going through all this shit right now, we'll just do that, and that makes us look good, and now well, you know what I'm saying, we'll be all right for the time being. You know, the lash won't be that, everyone will be focused on that for now. Like Twitch is fucking politics 101. Like it's nuts, but that's crazy. I'm about to watch this other video, but yeah, we'll see you on the next one. I'm gonna give my full like rant, I guess, you know, later. Or honestly, like I don't know, like my biggest thing is that like I've hated the gambling shit for a while, and like I've you know what I'm saying, like multiple different YouTubers have talked about this, like Philion and stuff. I'll probably like link his video to like the stakes, like stake and roublets, like House of Cards or whatever. But like yeah, like there's been a lot of, I guess, like already talk about this stuff now, and it's kind of soft, or not soft, but like I don't know, it just seems really ungenuine when you start to do things just because you're under fire. You know what I mean? Like you want people to do those things, or you want companies to do the right thing when everything's all right, because that shows that you're really genuinely working to be like better. But it's like when you're under fire, it's like, okay, well now I'm just basically doing anything, like I'm kissing ass to basically like fucking just stay afloat. And it's like, bruh, like I don't like that. I feel like that's not respectable in my opinion. You know what I mean? But we'll see what happens at the end of the day. It just sucks because like it's a W that the gambling shit got banned, because I do think it's dumb allowing that type of money to be made from just like underage kids and shit. But at the same time, I didn't want to get banned this way, you know? Like I wanted them to ban it in a way where it's like, you know, we know it's wrong, you know what I'm saying? Let's just ban it. Not when it's, we're under fire, you know? Like that just defeats the point in my opinion. But hey, that just could be me, you know what I'm saying? Let me know your guys' opinion. I'm about to look at some other shit, you know what I'm saying? I'll catch you on the next one.